Humble, gentle, submissive. What does it mean to be meek? In this lesson, we'll explore words that describe quiet strength, patience, and modesty. With definitions, real-life examples, and images, let's learn the language of meekness. Shy is adjective. Nervous or timid in the company of others. Easily frightened or startled. Not wanting to attract attention. Reserved or reticent in social situations. The shy deer darted away into the forest at the first sign of human presence. She's a shy girl who prefers to sit quietly in the back of the classroom. He's shy about speaking in public and avoids giving presentations whenever possible. Despite her shy demeanor, she has a lot of friends and enjoys socializing in small groups. The puppy is shy around strangers and often hides behind its owner. Docile as adjective. Easily controlled or managed. Submissive, obedient. The students in the class were very docile, sitting quietly and attentively throughout the lecture. The new puppy was remarkably docile, rarely barking or causing trouble around the house. The horse had a very docile temperament, making it easy to train and handle. The prisoners were kept in a docile state with sedatives, making them easier to manage and control. The workers were praised for their docile behavior, accepting the changes to their work schedule without complaint. Humble is adjective, having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance, unpretentious, of low social, administrative, or political rank, not proud or arrogant, meek. She lived in a humble cottage on the outskirts of town. He spoke with a humble tone, expressing gratitude for the opportunities given to him. Despite his wealth, he remained humble and always helped those in need. The humble waiter treated all customers with equal respect and kindness. The humble beginnings of the company started in a small garage. Retiring as adjective. Likely to retreat or withdraw from attention or activity. Shy or introverted in nature. The retiring professor was celebrated for his many years of service to the university. The retiring athlete was honored for her contributions to the sport. The retiring judge was known for her fair and just decisions. The retiring teacher left a lasting impact on her students. The retiring CEO was given a lavish farewell party by the company. Lamb-like as adjective. Resembling or characteristic of a lamb in some way. Gentle, meek, or innocent in demeanor or behavior. In the face of adversity, she maintained a lamb-like calmness, refusing to respond to hostility with aggression. The toddler's lamb-like innocence endeared him to everyone he met, earning him the nickname Little Lamb among family and friends. The poet evoked images of lamb-like tranquility in his verses, describing pastoral scenes of peaceful meadows and grazing sheep. Despite his imposing stature, the wrestler had a surprisingly lamb-like demeanor outside the ring, known for his kindness and humility. The artist captured the lamb-like expression in the eyes of the young girl in the portrait, conveying a sense of purity and vulnerability. Demure as adjective. Modest, reserved, and shy in behavior or appearance. Serene, calm, and self-possessed. The actress gave a demure smile when she received the award. He spoke in a demure tone during the meeting. She was dressed in a demure outfit with a high neckline and long sleeves. The bride looked demure in her white wedding gown. The politician gave a demure answer to avoid controversy. Mousy as adjective, having a dull or drab appearance, lacking in confidence or assertiveness, resembling or characteristic of a mouse, timid, shy, or unassuming. The character in the novel was portrayed as a mousy librarian, quietly going about her work unnoticed. Despite her mousy appearance, she had a keen intelligence and sharp wit. He had a mousy personality, always avoiding confrontation and seeking to blend into the background. Her mousy demeanor made her easy to overlook in social situations. She wore a mousy brown sweater that blended in with the background. Quiet as adjective, calm, peaceful, or undisturbed, free from agitation, commotion, or activity, making little or no noise, characterized by a lack of disturbance or loudness. After a hectic day at work, he sought solace in the quiet comfort of his home. The infant finally fell asleep, lulled by the quiet rhythm of her mother's lullaby. She enjoyed taking long walks in the countryside, reveling in the quiet beauty of nature. The sleepy town was known for its quiet streets and friendly atmosphere. The library was a quiet place for students to study without distractions. Submissive as adjective, inclined or willing to submit to authority, domination, or control, obedient, compliant, marked by a tendency to yield or surrender one's own desires, opinions, or rights to others. The dog was trained to be submissive to its owner's commands. In some cultures, women were expected to be submissive to their husbands. She had a submissive demeanor, always deferring to the opinions of others. The society expected its citizens to be submissive to the dictates of the ruling class. He found her submissive nature comforting, as it allowed him to assert his dominance in the relationship. Gentle as verb, to ease, soothe, or calm with a tender or delicate touch or action. To treat or handle someone or something in a careful, kind, or considerate manner. The therapist spoke gently to the patient, offering reassurance and support during a difficult time. He gently rocked the baby to sleep in his arms, singing a lullaby softly. The teacher gently corrected the student's mistake, encouraging them to try again without judgment. She gently stroked the cat's fur, calming it down after a loud noise startled it. The nurse gently cleaned the wound with antiseptic and applied a bandage. Reserve as noun, a supply of a commodity not needed for immediate use, but available if required. Self-restraint, especially in the expression of opinions, reticence. The company keeps a financial reserve for unexpected expenses. He showed great reserve when discussing his personal life. The country maintains a strategic oil reserve for emergencies. We have a reserve of food in case of unexpected guests. Despite her reserve, she was known for her kindness. Shy as noun, a horse's tendency to start or shy away from frightening or unfamiliar objects or sounds. A sudden start or movement away, especially from fear or nervousness. The unexpected movement of the squirrel caused a shy in the nearby rabbit. The dog shies were becoming more frequent as it grew older and more easily startled. The horse's trainer worked to desensitize it to potential shies by gradually exposing it to new stimuli. The sudden loud noise caused the horse to give a shy and bolt away. The horse's shies were becoming increasingly unpredictable, indicating nervousness or discomfort. Yield as verb, to give way to pressure, demand, or persuasion. To produce or provide a specified result, amount, or return. The suspect finally yielded to the police after a lengthy standoff. The apple tree yielded a bountiful harvest this year. He yielded to temptation and bought the expensive watch. The company yielded to the demands of the striking workers and agreed to a new contract. The project will yield important data for researchers. Reticent as adjective. Disinclined to talk or engage in social interaction. Reluctant to express their thoughts, feelings, or opinions. The usually outgoing boy was reticent about his feelings after the breakup. The politician was reticent about her stance on the controversial issue. The writer was reticent to share her work with others. The new employee was reticent to speak up during meetings. The celebrity was reticent about her personal life in interviews. Gentle as adjective. Having a mild, kind, or tender disposition, characterized by kindness, compassion, or consideration for others. Soft, soothing, or mild in manner, action, or effect, not harsh or violent. He spoke in a gentle tone, trying not to upset her further. She has a gentle touch that comforts those in distress. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves of the trees. The elderly woman's gentle smile warmed the hearts of everyone around her. The kitten's gentle purring brought a sense of calm to the room. Humble as verb. To cause to feel less proud or self-important. To humble oneself. To lower someone in dignity or importance. To humiliate or degrade. The defeat humbled the once arrogant champion. Adversity has a way of humbling even the most confident individuals. It takes courage to humble oneself and admit mistakes. He was humbled by the experience and vowed to work harder in the future. The wise words of his mentor humbled him and made him reflect on his actions. Timid as adjective. Showing a lack of confidence or courage. Easily frightened or hesitant. Shy or reserved, often avoiding confrontation or risk. Despite her timid nature, she gradually gained confidence through public speaking practice. She spoke in a timid voice during the presentation, lacking the confidence to project her ideas effectively. The timid deer cautiously approached the clearing, wary of potential predators. The timid kitten hid under the bed at the slightest noise. His timid demeanor made it difficult for him to speak up in meetings. Gentle as noun. A gentleman or lady. Someone characterized by refined manners, courteous behavior, and genteel upbringing. A person of noble birth or status. A member of the gentry or upper class. He was regarded as a true gentle, always conducting himself with dignity and grace. Despite his wealth and status, he was known for his humility and kindness, earning him the respect of both gentles and commoners alike. The novel's protagonist is a young gentle who struggles to navigate the expectations of society. In medieval times, the gentle class held considerable social and political influence. She was raised to be a gentle, attending etiquette classes and learning proper manners from a young age. Yield is noun. An amount produced or produced as a result of an activity or effort. The rate of return on an investment. The company's yield from their investment was impressive. The bond's yield is currently at 2%. The driver had the right of way, and the other car yielded to him. The yield of the crops was higher than expected this year. The yield sign at the intersection instructed drivers to slow down and yield to traffic. Quiet as verb. To cause someone or something to become quiet or less noisy. To hush or silence. To make or become calm, peaceful, or tranquil. To settle or subside. The teacher quieted the noisy classroom by raising her hand for attention. The storm eventually quieted, leaving behind a serene, tranquil landscape. His racing thoughts quieted as he focused on deep breathing and mindfulness techniques. The soothing music quieted the baby, lulling him into a peaceful slumber. The protesters were asked to quiet their chants so that the speaker could be heard. Bashful as adjective, shy or timid, especially in a playful or coy manner. Unwilling to draw attention to oneself, modest or reserved in social interactions. Despite her talent, she was bashful about sharing her artwork with others. He became bashful when his crush entered the room. She gave a bashful smile when complimented on her performance. The bashful child hid behind their parent when meeting new people. The bashful groom blushed as he exchanged vows with his bride. Passive as adjective, not active or participating in a particular activity or process, characterized by inactivity, passivity, or lack of involvement. Receiving or enduring an action or influence without exerting effort or initiative, being acted upon rather than acting. Her passive demeanor often led others to underestimate her determination and resilience. The sentence, "The book was read by the student," uses the passive voice, with "was read" indicating the action done to the book. The passive observer watched as the events unfolded without intervening. He remained passive during the meeting, listening quietly without contributing to the discussion. Passive smoking can have harmful effects on non-smokers who inhale secondhand smoke. Mild as adjective, gentle or moderate in degree, intensity, or character. Not harsh or severe, pleasant or agreeable. The weather was mild today, with temperatures in the low 70s. He suffered from a mild headache after a long day at work. The curry had a mild flavor, with just a hint of spice. The doctor diagnosed him with a mild case of the flu. She has a mild manner and rarely raises her voice in anger. Unassuming as adjective, having a humble demeanor or manner. Not pretentious or arrogant, modest. The professor was surprisingly unassuming, often blending into the background during faculty meetings. The restaurant had an unassuming exterior, but inside it served some of the best food in the city. Despite his immense wealth, he lived in an unassuming house in the suburbs. Her unassuming nature made it easy for people to underestimate her capabilities. Sarah was an unassuming girl who never sought attention or praise. Reserve as verb. Refrain from using or disposing of something. Retain for future use. Retain for future use. Please reserve your comments until after the presentation. He reserved his best wines for special occasions. She reserved a table at the restaurant for Saturday night. They reserved a portion of the budget for marketing expenses. He reserved his judgment until he had more information. Modest as adjective. Having or showing a moderate or humble estimation of one's abilities, achievements, or appearance. Not excessively showy, ostentatious, or extravagant. Simple or unpretentious. The actress wore a modest dress to the award ceremony, avoiding revealing attire. He made a modest income but was content with his job and lifestyle. She lived in a modest house in the suburbs, preferring practicality over luxury. Despite his wealth, he maintained a modest lifestyle, avoiding flashy displays of wealth. She gave a modest speech, downplaying her role in the project's success. Shy as verb. To avoid or evade something, especially out of reluctance or hesitation. To move suddenly or jerkily away from something, especially out of fear or timidity. The cat shied at the sudden movement and darted under the bed. The horse shied away from the loud noise, nearly throwing its rider. He shied from the idea of confrontation and tried to avoid arguments whenever possible. She shied away from commitment, preferring casual relationships instead. The company shied from making any significant changes to its policies, fearing backlash from customers. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.